Happy Friday. How is everybody out there in Facebook land? My name is Julia Green. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And welcome to my Facebook Friday Live. So I usually go live on Fridays and show you some ideas with some stamp sets and paper and all kinds of fun paper crafting supplies from Stampin' Up!, a paper crafting company that I have been part of for 22 plus years. So welcome. If you haven't been before, if I haven't stopped in before, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. So tonight's layout is a little bit different. We're going to revisit an old fun fold. And what I challenged myself to do was I had some stuff laying around here on the table, and I'm challenging myself to come up with another card using the fun fold that we're going to be using tonight. This is called a center step card, and I don't know if you can kind of see that, but what happens is the card will sit up, and it has this really cool kind of, you can look at the front of it here. So it's got this kind of fun step that's going to hold it up, okay? And then the front kind of pops out in the middle there. Yeah, and so I think it's called a center step card, but that's what I'm going to call it anyway. So this one I've already started, and what I had a bunch of these strips of paper from the Something Meadows, it's called. It's in the annual catalog, actually, and it's a carryover from last year. But I had a bunch of these strips in there, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to try to challenge myself with the strips. So my card base is Misty Moonlight. What I did was I took my little strips, and I cut them at 2 1/8 inch, and I just put them down. And then I did a nice big long one across the bottom here. I had some of this other paper that was left over from one of those 6x6. I think that's called Something Meadows paper too. These were all from a class that I did a few weeks back, and I just was challenging myself to do something with them. So I have these trees cut out from, yeah, let me see if I can look up the die real quick. I have these trees cut out from a stamp set it's a stamp set and a die set that match, that do trees. Let me see if I can find it. It's in the annual catalog. Let's see. Yo, Forever Forest. So these are Forever Forest dies, okay, and I've cut them out in, yeah, United Navy. We're going to grab our little glue here, and I'm going to put some of these on. So what I'm going to do was I'm going to glue one of these on here like that. And then I'm going to glue one on the other side. Right over here, even with that one. Now I'm going to open up this like this, and I want to glue a tree on this side. So I'm going to do a little bit of glue on the front of the tree, and we're going to put that right in this step part here. And the same thing with this one. Over here, just like that. Okay, so now when this folds up and when it sits, I'm going to have these three-dimensional tree thing going on here. Now, I'm going to grab a sentiment, and I am using Peaceful Seasons stamp set. I'm going to grab my Night of Navy stamp pad. Okay. And we're going to stamp on a circle, and this is a circle done with the stylish shape dies. All right, and we have this that says, hoping this season is bright and beautiful. And I'm going to stamp that right in the center of that circle. And we're going to put that right here. I think I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of that guy. And we're going to put that right up there. Now I'm going to add one of these trees to that. Do I want to add it there, or do I want to just do it across the bottom? Yeah, I think I want to do it up there. All right, so we're going to put a little bit of glue on this guy. And we're going to get it right in there. We don't want to cover up our words. Just like that. Now I'm going to grab this thread. These are the natural tones linen thread. And I'm going to grab the navy blue one here. And I'm just going to make a little bow. I'll pull that through. Grab my snips. Grab a glue dot. So we went from Stampin' Up! Having all kinds of stuff going on to not a real lot going on. So as far as specials and all that go, there is going to be some new online exclusives that are going to come out here in the next week or so. But other than that, all the fun stuff was happening last month. All right, so I've cut a white piece to put on the inside because this is going to be the inside of your card. So let's go ahead and put the white on the inside. Now, if this was a lighter cardstock, I could probably get away without having to put something in here, but I think this one will be kind of cool. All right, and then we're going to add this piece across the bottom because, you know, I like to decorate the inside of my cards as well. And I know that was 4, so cut that piece. I want that tree, so I kind of was a little selective in how I cut that. So we're going to put that right across the bottom there, just like that. And there you have it. So, and for some reason this one, so I'll show you. We're going to do a little, so it'll stand up nicer. There, now it stands up nice, okay? So you can kind of see it at the angle there. Okay, but there it is. So, and it kind of steps out. Now, would you all like to see how we make that card base? And then I'm going to show you a couple more designs. We're going to set this one. We're going to set this one right over here for now. And we'll put these extra trees over there because I know I'll use them on something else in my sentiment. All right, so what you're going to need to make that fun card base is a piece of cardstock that is 4 1/4 by 11. So it's a piece of our cardstock, or piece of our cardstock cut in half the long way. Okay, so you're going to want, I have 2 pieces here. I only need 1 piece. This is Pool Party. This is what we're going to use for the next one. Okay, and you're going to want to use your cutter for this. I like my cutter for this. This is so, once you see this, is so simple, but it makes this really cool fun fold. So I'm going to use the inch on this side of my cutter. So you're going to go over to the inch, okay? You're going to bring this down. I'm going to get my scoring blade out of the way because I want my cutting blade. But you'll notice that I'm holding my finger underneath my thing that my cutting blade is on. And on our cutter, the inches are down this side of the blade holder, okay? So I want to move my blade down to the 1 inch. Now on my blade, there's also these little lines that show you a line there, a line there, there's one here, and there's one here. So I want to line this line up over here with the 1 inch. Okay, and then I'm going to press that down and cut my paper down to the 6.5 inch mark. Okay, it's coming up actually pretty good. And okay, now we're going to take that out. We're going to flip our whole thing over like that. And again, we're going to line that up with the 1 inch over here. See my 1 inch right there? Okay, and then we are going to line this line on my cutter with the 1 inch on there. Okay, and then we can let it down, and then we're going to come all the way down to 6.5 inches. And I went a little bit too far, but it'll be okay. All right, now you want to get the cutter out of the way, and you want to bring up your score pal, or your scoring blade. You want to bring that up. Okay, so now we're going to do the inch on this side. Okay, so we're going to line it up at the inch over there. Okay, and we're going to take our scoring blade. Okay, and again we're going to go up, and we're going to stop when we get to the cut. Okay, so we're going to go up. We're going to line that up, this line up right over here with our cut. We're going to lift up on that. Now the score thing, you can go like that with it and it won't cut the paper. Okay, so we're going to come back up here. We're going to line up with our cut spot. Okay, and we're going to go push down. So it's going to score from the cut to the edge of the paper, from the cut to the edge of the paper. Okay, now you want to take it in and go to the 2 inch mark. And we're going to do the exact same thing, okay? So we're going to bring this down. We're going to line it up with our cut, just like that. We're going to slide it over and then line it up with our cut. So we have, I don't know if you can see that, but we've scored at the 2 spots, okay? Now we're going to slide it all the way over to 5.5 inches. And this time, we're going to score from cut to cut, okay? So we're going to bring it in. We're going to line up with our cut. Okay, and we're going to go up and we're going to line it up with the cut there. Okay, and you can kind of go back and forth if you need to. Okay, and then we're going to pull our cutter out because now we need the 6.5 mark. Okay, and now we're going to do that from the edge to our cut, lift up from our cut to the edge. Okay. Now, you're going to want your bone folder. And you're going to fold it here. Fold this one back. Fold this one. And then fold those. So it will look like that. Okay? Now you're going to want to take your bone folder while you've got it laying nice and flat. And just score all your folds, okay? That's all there is to it. And then it's just go ahead and decorate, okay? So this time, let's see what I got here. All these fun little pieces and parts I have here. We're going to use that same paper from that Winter Meadows. I think it's Wintry Meadows. All right, and I've gone ahead and I've cut a piece of that. I think it's 2 inches by 5 inches, 5 1/8 inch. Okay, and then I have a piece of Lost Lagoon that is 5 1/4 by 2 1/8. So we're going to go ahead and we'll mount that on there. There. And then we're going to go ahead and mount that right to the center of our card. Nobody out there tonight. At least nobody's making comments. A little disappointing that I got nobody making comments. Now I'm going to do the same thing on the side. So I've cut some 3/4 inch pieces. And then I have some 3/8 inch pieces or 7/8 pinch pieces. And then we're going to put those on the side. So we're just going to put these little layers on here. I found it was easier to open up the card and put these layers on. So you can decorate, once you get this card base done, you can decorate it however you want. And you can kind of go crazy. So just grab a suite, grab a bundle, grab some paper, and just go for it. All right, so there we have that. Now, I went ahead and I cut out a couple of these trees from the Frosted Forest. This is an online set. We've got the base of our tree is in Lost Lagoon, and then I went and I grabbed some of that glitter paper that goes with the zinnias, actually. It comes in white, berry burst, and I think granny apple green. And that might be leaving because there's going to be some new online exclusives coming out this week. So if that's something you want, and again, I apologize, I didn't have time to go online and check and see what was what's on back order. But we're just going to go ahead and glue that right into the center of our Lost Lagoon tree, just like that. Now, I did use some dimensionals to pop this guy up. Whoops. Got a little of that glue stuck to my fingers. All right. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put that tree right up here. Now I'm going to put my sentiment down across the bottom. And I am using a sentiment out of the Peaceful Season. And I am using Lost Lagoon. And this comes out of the dies that goes with Peaceful Seasons. Max, what are you doing? My dog is out there doing something. He knocked something over, so he scared himself. All right, so we're going to put that right in here. A season of wonder and happiness. Just like that. And we're going to go ahead and we're just going to put that right on the bottom. And I just did it right flat, no dimensionals. Just put it right here across the bottom. I want to get it in the middle, just like that. Now, I wanted something because I just thought it looked a little bit bare. So I was like, I need a little something, something. So I grabbed the Sophisticated Sled set, and there's this cute little cardinal in there. So I stamped him out, and there is a cute little die to match him. So we're going to color him with light real red. I gave him a pumpkin pie beak because on a male cardinal, I don't know if you guys, where you are, if you have cardinals, come to your bird feeders, but that male cardinal, he's always bright red and he always has a real orange beak. Now I'm coming in with my dark real red and I'm giving him some dimension. Okay. Now I'm going to take and I'm just going to put a little glue on the back of him. And the reason I'm going to use a little bit of glue is because I'm gluing him to the top of the glitter. So, and we're just going to put him right in the middle of the tree. Now on this one, I didn't do anything on the inside because you can do whatever you want on the inside. But what I think I might do while I have the Lost Lagoon out here. And here was my sample. I think I might grab that little tree. Do I want to do the little tree or the big tree? Let's do the little tree. And let's find a block for him. And I'm going to stamp the cute little tree on my envelope. Just like that. So then I have a really cute envelope to match my card. And then I might actually, on the inside, stamp a little tree down here in the inside. How's that? Perfect. I love this stamp set. All right, I need another envelope because I have 2 cards. So I need 2 envelopes. And then these will be all set. And they'll go over in my pile for me for Christmas. All right, what do you think? All right, so now I can get rid of my Lost Lagoon. Envelope for each one here. We're gonna put that up there. Let's clean our stamp set. Or clean our tree. And we can put that right back in there while we're at it. I have to keep kind of on top of this as I'm going along because this time of year I have so many piles going. It's crazy in here. The piles are crazy and everywhere. All right, so the next one I'm going to do, I decided to use the Winterly Treetops bundle, okay? And I'm going to make this, even though this stamp set doesn't have any Christmas sentiments, I ended up doing it red and stuff, so let's just see what we got here. So I've gone ahead already and I've already cut and done my die. Here's my sample. My one that I'm going to do for you right now is going to look a little bit different because we're going to use a different bird. We're going to use a cute little chickadee. I love my birds. So we used a real red card base this time. We're using the birch and we're going to layer it on some mossy meadow. Got lots of meadow going on tonight. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to put that right up here. Now this time I didn't go all the way down with my centerpiece. Again, totally up to you what you want to do. All right, and then I've got these side pieces here. And we're using a different one on the side this time. We've got these, what look like some kind of winter thing. So we're going to put those right in there. I'm going to put that right over here. Just like that. Okay. So there's that. Now, I've used this die this time. And this one is from the Nested Essential Dies, which I thought went kind of, nested. Why not, right? And we're going to use Thinking of You Always from this stamp set. I've noticed we haven't even turned our heat on here very much, but I've already noticed that my stamp sets, my stamp pads are already showing lack of moisture. So I will be so we're going to put that down there, and I did do that with some dimensionals. Oops. So I'm going to do 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Put that right in the center, just like that. Now, I have the cute little chickadee, which we are going to fussy cut. I also cut out some of these little guys in crumb cake, and then I have some evergreen boughs in both Mossy Meadow and Garden Green. So I like using the 2 different greens because to me that makes it look looks more like evergreens when you use the different greens together. And that's what they do on this paper, and that's what so that was another reason I got the idea. I was like, well, it looks really good on the paper, so I love little chickadees. They're always at your feeder. If you put out a bird feeder, chickadees are always there. There's just so many of them. And it looks so cute when they're all out there, and then all of a sudden in pops a cardinal. I can't wait to put up my bird feeders. I'm waiting until it cools down, though. We had like a 70-some degree day today here. Can you believe it? November 1st, and it was in the 70s. Kind of crazy. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put my little chickadee in the center here. I'm just going to put him on with some regular adhesive. Okay, and we're going to put him right in the center there. All right, and then we're going to take one of these green boughs. And I kind of find that, like I said, decorating this, I like to kind of lay it flat. It gives me a better idea of what's going on. So we did that one up there. We did one of these guys behind the birds. I'm just going to lift him up a little bit and put him that. And then we did one of these coming out of the bottom. Again, we're just going to lift this guy up a little bit. Oops. Oops, it slid. And there we go. All right, now down below here, we did one of these on top over here on the edge. All right, and we did one of these guys. Goes behind him. Oops. Like that. Get just a little bit of that glue on the end of your fingers, and it makes your end of your fingers sticky. So that's why a lot of people don't like to use that glue, but I think once I've gotten used to using it now, I really like it. It's like my go-to. It is my go-to glue. All right, and then this one, we kind of did up underneath like that. Just like that. Now, the embellishments that go with this set are the Earth Tone Shimmer Gems. We're going to use those. And I used these, I believe they're either pecan pie or copper clay, one or the other. And I used just the little ones. And I used a little one down here. I did a little, you know what? Since I have a smaller bird on this one, I'm going to do a big one here. And I'm going to do a big one up here. All right. These are really fun. I don't know if you guys can see them, but look how much they sparkle. That's what I like about them. I think they're kind of fun. And then I took that Natural Tones linen thread. This one I'm going to double. So you're going to take one piece, double it over. Whoops. Do my same thing where I do 2 rabbit ears right over left, pull it through, and then you can kind of play around with it and get the loops to where you want. We're going to cut this loop and then cut all our tails. And we're going to put that right down here at the bottom, and I'm going to use a glue dot to adhere that. All right, a glue dot right like that. We're going to put that right there. And there you have it. Whoops, there you have it. We want it to go backwards. Just like that. Isn't that cute? And it stands up, and it looks so pretty when it stands up. I loved this fun fold when I did it the first time, and I'm loving it even more this time. All right, so let's do one more. I've already gone ahead and I've cut this out with my cherry cobbler. Let's see what else I got here. I got some paper, and then I went and I grabbed my ephemera packs, and this paper is the Sentimental Christmas. This is some really pretty old-fashioned looking paper, and this is also the one that $3 goes towards children's charities. These guys, the ephemera packs, there's the Nest of Winters, but let me see, the ephemera packs are in the front here. It is fun where you can see all the layouts. Memories and more. All right, where's the ephemera packs? I know they're in the beginning. And these are just a lot of fun. If there's the paper. So $3 donation for every Sentimental Christmas Designer Series paper. And the suite that's sold, $3 will go towards children's charities. Don't forget the kids collection. Okay, here we go. So these is in the part of the mix and match that's like right in the front. And I'm going to be using the Joyful Images Mix and Match ephemera pack. All right, so let's go ahead and make our base here. So I'm going to use the brown snowflakes, or the snowflakes on the pecan pie. We're going to go ahead. Now this time I didn't layer. This time I'm just using the little strips of paper. And I think that's okay too. Oops, I'm going to open this up because I made these longer. Whoops. Oh, I guess I didn't. Just like that. And then this one over here. Just like that. Now on the cherry cobbler, I am going to put the white in the inside. And I ended up with a little piece of my snowflake paper left over. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put that across the bottom. Right in the center. Just like that. Now, I liked the hot cocoa. So I'm going to use the the hot cocoa on the front there. And let's see, what else do I want to put on there? The hot cocoa, maybe the mittens. Ooh, I like the mittens. Because you'd have your mittens if you were having hot cocoa, right? There's so many fun ones in these. Look at these. They're so fun. Oh. I'm looking for sentiments. Here we go. Christmas wishes. How about just for you across the bottom? I like that one in the gold. So let's grab some dimensionals. All right, so that's what I got for you tonight. And I'm just going to leave this flat, just like that. All right, so what do you think of that one? Quick, easy, and that's what having those ephemera packs around would just be, make some really quick, easy, cute cards. So that's what those are for. So if you're looking to make some really cute Christmas quick and easy tags and cards, that would be the way to go. So much fun. All right, so I have that one for you. Like I said, I don't have really too much else other than don't forget to go and look at the online scrapbooking brochure. Again, I didn't have time to go see if stuff was sold out, so I apologize if there's a bunch of things that I'm showing you that are sold out. Don't forget Paper Pumpkin Kit. This one looks like it's going to be a cute one. You have until the 10th of November to sign up for this one. And there's also the add-on that goes with that. So you have, you can do the add-on with that. And I think that's about all I got for you tonight. So let's bring all the cards back in. I'm going to do both the bird ones because I used the two different birds. Okay. Let's bring them all back in here. Let's get you back on. All right, let's see if I can make some room here. All right, let's see. All right, and then we have the two tree ones down here. All right, so there you have it. Quick, easy. I call this a center step fold. I'm not really sure if that is what they call it or not, but it's really simple and easy. If you aren't catching me live and you're catching the replay, you can always stop and go when I was doing the directions. But what I do too is I make myself a template. And so I have a template right here, and that keeps me, reminds me of the steps as I go along. So that's always an idea for you too, if you're making these and you want to make a bunch of them. And you could just make a bunch of them in different colors, and then just, you know, like I said, grab your sweets, grab your paper, grab whatever you got, and you'll be off and running. So, all right, guys. So I'll be back Sunday morning with a quick coffee and a card on Sunday morning. That's what I call it. I'll be here at 8:30 Sunday morning. I do a quick card demonstration. So grab your favorite morning beverage, coffee, tea, hot cocoa, whatever you got. Hot cocoa. And come on in, and I go live right here on my Stamping with Julia page. So, all right, guys. I'm not really know what's going on because I've seen absolutely no comments. So I really hope that I am live. Yeah. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you all. And I'm working on my November schedule now. I have some upcoming classes coming up. So I will post any of those on my Stamping with Julia page too. So if you don't follow me on Facebook, please follow me along on my Stamping with Julia, or what I call My Stamping Friends, which is kind of like my VIP group. All right, guys. Have a great rest of your night. Thank you for watching. And hopefully we'll all be stamping together real soon. Have a great rest of your night.